The Bible uses light and darkness to help us understand Bible truth. And so Jesus says in John chapter 3 and verse 18, "He that believeth on him is not condemned. But he that believeth not is condemned already, because he hath not believed in the name of the only begotten Son of God." Now this is the condemnation, that light is come into the world, and men loved darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil. For everyone that doeth evil hateth the light, neither cometh to the light, lest his deeds should be reproved. But he that doeth truth cometh to the light, that his deeds may be made manifest, that they are wrought in God. So Jesus says the one who does evil does it in the darkness. Now Job describes this for us, and he says it like this. He says, "They are of those that rebel against the light." Speaking of wicked men in Job 24, verse 13. He says, "They know not the ways thereof, nor abide in the paths thereof." They rebel against the light. They don't know the ways of the light. They do not abide in the paths thereof. So this idea of walking in the light is totally foreign to the wicked person. And so he goes on and he describes it. He says, "The murderer rising with the light killeth the poor and needy, and in the night is as a thief." So in other words, the night is a cover or a cloak to allow the murderer to escape. "The eye also of the adulterer waiteth for the twilight, saying, No eye shall see me, and disguiseth his face." So the adulterer uses the darkness as a cloak and a disguise to go about his sinful ways. "In the dark they dig through houses, which they had marked for themselves in the daytime. They know not the light." So here he's saying it's the thief that uses the cloak of darkness to carry out his deeds. "For the morning is to them even as the shadow of death." Oh, they hate the morning. The morning is death. "Because if one know them, they are in the terrors of the shadow of death." In other words, they hate when the light comes, when the morning comes, because somebody might recognize them. The darkness gives them a cover to go about doing the things that they want to do. And that's exactly what Jesus said. He said, "Everyone that doeth evil hateth the light, neither cometh to the light." Why? Because his deeds will be reproved. But Jesus says, "I am the light of the world. He that followeth me shall not walk in darkness, but shall have the light of life." They rebel against the light, the Bible says. I just want to get you to think with me this morning for just a minute about this difference between light and darkness and the picture that's painted for us in the scriptures. In the darkness, deeds are done that are shameful, that are illegal, that are wrong, that are sinful. And the darkness is used by these people as a cover. They have no idea how to operate in the light. It's a totally foreign concept to them. And Jesus says that the distinguishing factor is what you do when you encounter the light. If you will come to the light, yes, your deeds will be exposed. But that's exactly what must happen in order for us to be saved. We must come to Jesus and we must confess to him and be honest with him. "Lord, I'm a sinner. I'm doing these evil things." You say, "Well, I'm not stealing and murdering and committing adultery." Well, Jesus said to look on a woman with lust is the same as adultery in your heart. Jesus said to hate a person is the same as murder. And theft, well, it doesn't matter how much. I mean, whether you're stealing billions through some hedge fund fraud, or whether you took something that didn't belong to you at some point in time, it's still theft in God's economy. And so the point is yes, we have sinned. And no, we don't want anyone to know about that. But the only way for us to get rid of that and to learn how to walk in the paths of light is to come to Jesus. When we come to Jesus, our deeds will be exposed because he is the light. And light repels darkness. When the light turns on, the darkness goes away. So I just want to encourage you this morning. Jesus is the light of the world. Come to him. He'll drive the darkness out of your life. God bless you. Have a great day.